Well, a Montreal woman has bought a piece of invisible art for $10,000. The work is part of a controversial new art project backed by Hollywood actor and Oscar host James Franco. It's called the Museum of Non-Visible Art. In simple terms, the idea behind the non-visible museum is that the works don't actually physically exist. What you are buying is an idea imagined by the artist. Aimee Davison is a Montreal web producer, social media marketer, and model and actress. Hello.
Hi.
So you are the person who spent $10,000 on the most expensive piece in the Museum of Non-Visible Art.
I sure am.
Can you tell us why?
I bought it for a multitude of reasons, partially because it supports my thesis about the rise of social media art, wherein people will launch projects online and then have it play out on self-broadcasting, establish cultural and economic value via the buzz that's generated by traditional media, and then profit off of it. So I also thought that his idea mirrored my 100 Jobs project, and I wanted to join in and co-create in this conceptual art piece.
Okay,
and maybe gain some publicity of my own.
Okay, that's working. You're getting an interview. That's working. You've been written up in the Huffington Post. Sure, that's all working. But you're talking about creating something on new media. This is creating nothing. It's nothing.
No, it's not nothing. And it's not invisible art. It's non-visible art.
And what's the difference?
And, well, what's the difference? Non-visible art implies that the idea is still present, that there's something that's still being created. If it's invisible, that implies non-existence.
Okay.
This clearly exists. And how is my purchase and my experience of the purchase and my imagining of the purchase any different than someone buying a ticket to see a movie that they only see once? They're only purchasing the experience of it. They're not purchasing a physical copy.
Of course.
So this is quite identical to that experience.
Except that we've seen a movie. What if you got for your $10,000?
But look what I'm experiencing right now. And I think they're going to perform the Museum of Non-Visible Art. They're touring it. So they're going to take people through the museum and explain each piece. So I could actually show up for that performance. And a portion of the museum actually is now named after me.
Of what museum?
The Museum of Non-Visible Art, Mona.
We talked about an idea. What you're buying is an idea. What is the idea of the specific idea that you bought?
I bought fresh air.
Fresh air. How so?
It's been entirely refreshing for my projects, and it's been a life-affirming, interesting experience. And I might even make something out of this. Who knows? I might shoot a short film entitled Fresh Air.
Okay. What did the artists who created Fresh Air do?
What did the
there are two artists, right? The piece Fresh Air is by a group named Praxis?
Yes.
All right.
So what did they
yes.
do?
What did they do to create this piece?
They wrote down the description of it. They imagined it and they turned it into a description, which they then published on Kickstarter.
Okay. And you had just happened to have $10,000
Yes.
in your bank account, in your back pocket? Yes?
Yes.
That was fortunate for you.
I've had a good couple of months. I've been hired a lot to be a host for numerous web series, and I model, so that's sometimes quite lucrative.
Now, did anyone say to you, Aimee, I'm not sure this is really a good way to spend that $10,000?
Well, my boyfriend at first was like, what did you just do? Because I disappeared to the library to make the purchase. And he's like, oh, no, you didn't. But he understood what I was doing. Basically, it was a bold PR move. And it supports everything that I've discovered throughout completing 100 Jobs and everything that I believe in as a new media producer. I think Marshall McLuhan would be quite proud of me.
How were you feeling going off to that library?
Oh, it was such a rush. I was like, and it was the moment right when I bought it was that moment. You know when you write an email that's very emotional and you probably shouldn't send?
Yes.
Right when I hit purchase, I was like, and I'm like, it's done. And I'm going to see where this goes. And my faith has been rewarded. So
you've got quite a reaction to this. What are you thinking about the reaction? Or how are you feeling about the reaction to your purchase?
It's actually predictable. I knew I wouldn't have purchased it if I hadn't predicted that it would have an impact, that people would call me crazy, that people would say that I would better be spending money saving someone's life at the 10.
There's famine in Ethiopia right now.
Yes. But I mean, that doesn't mean there's other jobs actually that I've done within the context of my 100 Jobs project where I'm actually doing a flash mob that benefits ovarian cancer research. So I have a social conscience, but at the same time, I'm allowed to make interesting and innovative purchases.
And you're talking about your 100 jobs. You're looking for number 99, right?
Yes, I'm looking for number 99 and 100. 99 goes at $5,000, so I could produce a video for someone. I could do a social media marketing campaign. I've proven quite adept at that. And actually, for job 100, Praxis now wants me to find them a $100,000 sponsor. So hopefully a brand will step up, and then I will make a commission from that, and I can come out with a really novel campaign for them. So I'm looking at you, Pepsi, or anybody else out there, maybe Coke, because Pepsi's taken Refresh Everything, so maybe Coke should follow suit.
So are you looking at meeting James Franco as well as part of your campaign?
Yeah, we'll see if he shows up at the after party, because I was also entitled to go to the after party in New York City through making the purchase.
When is this?
It's in November.
Okay. Well, you let us know, and if it's on tour, we'll come and visit.
Oh,
we'll come and watch.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm performing Fresh Air for you right now.
Thanks very much, Aimee. That's Aimee Davison. She is a Montreal web producer, social media marketer, and model and actress. Let's take a deep breath. Fresh air. Thank you. It's 28 minutes now after 4. Jeremy, you have a question?
I have 2 questions. I mean, obviously, this will lead into the next. I was wondering if Aimee paid in invisible cash.
Well, if I were to cancel my credit card right now, maybe I would.
Okay, and if she keeps talking, the CBC is going to get new ideas about our invisible paycheck. So I'm starting to think scary.
I guess it's not an invisible drive home, right?
No, I wish I could invisibly
non-visible,
make a non-visible traffic.
A big difference.
But there is definite visible traffic, and you're probably sitting in it as we speak.